So after I posted my Milky Way editing tutorial, I kept getting the same comments. What do you do about the noise at high ISO? And typically I would give out the same answer. You shoot lower, you stack frames, and you manage your expectations. Then Adobe shipped AI Denoise. And then I went back out and I shot the entire night at 5000 ISO on purpose to see if this answer still holds true. And it doesn't. Here's what's changed. So here's what most people don't tell you about astrophotography and noise. And it's not the grain, and you can clean up that kind of noise with a slider. At a 25-second exposure and ISO 5000, you get color noise in the shadows. Green and magenta banding that shows up the moment you try to lift anything above middle gray. And on a 36 megapixel file, that's a real problem. Because that's the whole point of shooting astrophotography on a D810 is the shadow detail. You want the latitude, you want to recover the foreground without turning it into a color disaster. And that's the specific thing that I wanted to test in today's video. So my question I wanted to answer wasn't whether AI Denoise works, because I've been using it on landscape files for over a year and I know how it works. The question is whether it works on specific pattern noise you get from shooting the stars. Long exposure, high ISO, foreground in the near total darkness. And what I noticed and what I didn't expect is that the answer completely depends on the one setting that most people ignore. I'll show you exactly what that setting is. So it's the middle of the night and I drove out to location about 2 hours away from my home. The Milky Way core was positioned right above the tree line and I had about a 2-hour window before it dropped in the horizon. And I was shooting this with my Nikon D800 and my IRIX 15mm black stone, which was wide open at f2.4. I had a shutter open for 25 seconds at ISO 5000. Now this camera at that ISO, I know exactly what I'm getting. But clean is relative when you're asking a sensor to record light it can barely see. So I came home with about 6 frames. I picked the sharpest frame to put to the test. A single shot, no stacking, because that's the real world scenario most people actually do. You're out there all alone, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and you really don't feel like running a 20 frame stack. So you want to get one good shot and see what you can do with it in post. And that's what I tested. So here's how to run it. In the develop module, you go to detail. You'll see the denoise button. And I'm not talking about the legacy noise sliders. Click it. Lightroom is going to process your raw file and create a new DNG. One 36 megapixel file. It takes about 30, maybe 60 seconds depending on your processor and how much data there is there. And remember, your original raw file stays untouched. Now let's go to the amount slider. Now Adobe defaults this to about 50, and for daytime files I feel like 50 is fine. But on Astro files, I ran tests at 40, 60, and 75. And here's what each one does. So at 40, noise reduction is visible, but the color banding in the shadows is still there. You can still see the green cast when you do a lift. So at 60, that's where your color noise starts to clear. So the banding is largely gone and the stars stay pretty sharp. This is a setting I'm recommending as a starting point for most Astro files. So at 75, this is the one that surprised me. The luminance noise is almost completely gone. But, and this is what I didn't expect, there is a very slight softening in the finest star detail. It's not catastrophically, but it's enough to notice in post, especially on the D810 files when you're looking at individual pixels of very small stars. So here's my recommendation. Start at 60. Look at your star detail at 100% zoom. If the noise is still bothering you, push it to 70. So I wouldn't go above 75 on high resolution Astro files. So here's the full edit. The original raw ISO file at 5000. Shadows lifted up about 2 stops, color disaster. Same file, AI noise reduction at 60, same shadow lift, clean. And at print size, the foreground detail is still there. The stars are still points of light, and the color gradient near the horizon is clean. That's the result I wasn't sure I was going to get when I drove out there that night. So here's what I want to tell you. AI Denoise actually works great on astro files. It's not magic and it doesn't replace shooting at a lower ISO when you can. But for a single frame exposure, something at like ISO 5000 that the most of us or the rest of us are actually doing, it cleans up the color noise that ruins the shadow lifts, it keeps that star detail, and it makes the files look pretty good. So what I noticed, and I didn't expect this going in, is that this is generally changing how I plan my astro sessions. So now I'm less worried about ISO than I was a year ago. So do me a favor, if you like this video, subscribe. I put a new video out every week, and if you're shooting astro on older gear and wondering if this is going to work on your files, try it out and drop me a comment. I like to read every one. Thanks for watching the video.